Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, Bang the Monkey back again with another video of singles Bojingles. Right, so we have another set of cards that I picked up from sellers last week. And just wanted to share this opening with you guys, so let's get right to it. So, first one here, packed very nicely. Hopefully we can get this through without too much incident. Let me put this one aside for now. Alright, here we go. Come on, baby. Okay, as usual, we have some chaff front and back. So, I think this would be chaff here and chaff here. And let's just get through them very quickly, because some of these cards I've never seen before. And these might be older cards, commons. So, just wanted to check if there's anything interesting there. So, we have Ardent Militia, okay, Vigilance, when there used to be no Vigilance term. Cloud Elemental, okay. Fencer's Mage Mark, okay, cool. Plummet, I think that we know. Scavenging Scarab. For the cast, 3/3 count block. I don't know if you'll ever get to play that in this day and age for Commander. So Noble Vestige, Azure Drake, and then we have a Sizzling Soloist. This is from the Streets of New Capenna with Alliance, 3/2 for the cast. When another creature enters battlefield under your control, target creature and opponent controls can't block this turn. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, that creature attacks during its next. That creature attacks during its controller's next combat phase if able. Okay, so sort of like voted maybe. And then it's common from the commander of that set, Wicker Borrow Elder, and Absorb Vis, which is a sorcery, 7 cast. Target player loses 4 life, you gain 4 life, and has a basic land cycle. Okay, so chaff it is. Right, let's get to the cards now. So let's start over here. So the first one would be Celestine, the Living Saint. This is coming from the 40k Warhammer Universes Beyond set. Again, I actually have not bought any of the cards from that particular Commander set, but I am starting to pick up some of the cards there. They're pretty cool. So it's a 5 to cast Human Warrior, 3/4 with Flying and Lifelink. Beginning of your end step, return target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. So good for life gain decks and recursion. And I think this might have a card below it. So that would be... Okay, this is a foil showcase of Hakbal, the Surging Soul, which I believe is the face commander from the LCI Commander Precons. So for the cast, Merfolk Scout, 3/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each Merfolk you control explores, and whenever Hakbal attacks, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you don't, draw a card. Okay, so we'll put this nice mythic there, and this rare, I will pick it up from its sleeve. And so now it has to spoil the next one. So the next one would be a Doppelgang. So it's a borderless version of the Doppelgang, which is coming from the Murders at Markov Manor expansion set. So it's XXX Simic, and says that it's a sorcery for each of X target permanents. Create X tokens as copies of that permanent. So if X is 1, you make 1 copy of 1 permanent. If X is 2, you make 2 copies of 2 permanents, and so on and so forth. So that can get out of hand. So we have 2 borderless versions of that. Okay, next up we have, it's a rare also from, I think this is Lost Caverns Commander Precons. It is Singer of Swift Rivers. So this is from the Merfolk set, I believe. 3 to cast, Merfolk Shaman, 3/2 with Flash. When this enters the battlefield, put a shield counter on another target creature you control. You may cast Merfolk spells as though they had Flash, so this is pretty cool. It's there already. I do have this card, but I just want to get the borderless version, so that's pretty cool. Next up, we have a Tyrannid Prime 3-cast Simic Tyrannid from also the Warhammer 40k set. It has evolved, so whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power toughness than this creature, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Okay, let me just move this down here, given the lighting situation there. Okay. So, and then it has Synapse creature. Other creatures you control have evolved. Okay, so helps you with counters. Alright, moving on, we have another rare. This time it's also borderless from the, I think this would be Strixhaven, right? It's Nils Discipline Enforcer from the Commander set. So it's a legendary creature, Human Cleric, 2/2, 3 to cast. At the beginning of your end step, for each player, put a 1/1 counter on up to one target creature that player controls. Each creature with one or more counters on it can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless its controller pays X, where X is the number of counters on that creature. Okay, so not something I would put in a deck now, but certainly it's one of those unique cards. I don't know if this is gonna get reprinted, but yeah, just wanted to add this to the collection. So let me put that down here. Next up, we have a Necron Deathmark. So it's a 5 to cast artifact creature Necron with Flash, also coming from the 40k Warhammer series. When Necron Deathmark enters the battlefield, destroy up to one target creature and target player mills 3 cards. Okay, so let me put that away over here. And next up, we have another rare. That is Redemption Choir, also from Lost Caverns of Ixalan, from the Commander sets. So this is from the Vampire Precon. So 4 to cast, Vampire Cleric Lifelink with Coven. Whenever Redemption Choir enters battlefield or attacks, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so just to bling up that deck, put some Bordeaux cards in there. Okay, and we have, some foil lands from Phyrexia All Will Be One. So these are pretty nice lands. Okay, let's just put that there. And next up, we have a rare, again from Warhammer 40k, Shard of the Nightbringer. So it's 8 to cast Catan creature, 8/8 with flying, and it has Drain Life. When Shard of the Nightbringer enters battlefield, if you cast it, target opponent loses half their life, rounded up. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. Okay, nice. So you can partner this probably with the Bloodletter of Alcazots, which will double damage dealt during your turn. So yeah, this might be a good combo piece for some narrow decks. Again, just add to my collection. Looking forward to it. Another 40k card coming up. It is Crypto Thrall. So it's an artifact creature construct 4 to cast 3/3 with Protector. Other artifact creatures you control have hexproof. So good for artifact creature based decks. So let me put that over here. And then next up, just take out the. Okay, and then we have Owen Grady, Raptor Trainer. So this is one of the Jurassic Park cards coming from LCI. I don't have a copy of this yet, so I just want to pick up a copy of it. Borderless. So it's 3 to cast, Gruul, Human Soldier Scientist, 3/2, partner with Blue Loyal Raptor. Tap it, put your choice of Menace, Trample, Reach, or Haste counter on target dinosaur. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, nice. So this one I will add to the collection. And then next up, we have from Secret Lairs, Ma'arika, Brutal Gladiators. So it's 2 blue, red, green. Legendary Human Warrior with 7/4 power and toughness. Very strong character here. So Ma'arika, Brutal Gladiator, must be blocked if able. As long as it's your turn, Ma'arika has Indestructible. Whenever Ma'arika deals damage to a creature, if that creature was dealt excess damage this turn, that creature's controller sacrifices non-creature, non-land permanent. Ouch. So this is I've never seen this card before, and it's from the Secret Lairs. I don't know for what. So I'm not sure if this is a unique card or if this came out somewhere else. I'll take a look, but very interesting card to add to the collection. So nice. I am looking forward to that. Okay, so that is the end of one of the sets of cards that I picked up from a seller. Now I have another one that I will open. Okay, it's been repacked in a Murders at Markov Manor pack. Play booster. By the way, if you haven't seen the video yet, I had opened 2 play boosters. And I think I had a pretty good run at it. So check that out if you want to see some MKM shenanigans. Okay, so allow me to just open this first. Just tear this up. Alright, so again, we're expecting some chaff here. Okay, and probably three chaff. Okay, there we go. So again, let's just do a review quickly of the chaff. We have Arcbound Shikari in foil. Okay, it's an uncommon from MH2. Oh, foil etched Mog Salvage. Alright, not bad, not bad. I don't know if that has any value, but still, it's a foil. Loathsome Curator, common, also in foil. Japanese text for another MH2 card. I don't know what this one is. And lastly, we have a Burden Aerialist, also in foil. Okay, so let's get to the business end of it. One more, we have a Fodder Tosser. Okay, also in foil. Alright, so here we go. First one up, we have Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin, and this is coming from the March of Machines Aftermath set. You know, that mini set with 50 cards. This is probably one of the only good cards from that set. Don't have a copy of it, so I've picked it up. And next up, so that's a nice mythic. You have a rare. This would be from the Doctor Who Universes Beyond set. Ensnared by the Mara. For to cast sorcery. Each opponent faces villainous choice. They exile cards to the library until they exile a non-land card. Then you may cast that card without paying its mana cost, or that player exiles top 4 cards of their library, and ensnared by the Mara deals damage equal to the total mana value of the exiled cards of that player. Okay, that's a difficult choice, I think. Okay, is there a card behind it? No. Okay, so then we can move on. So nice foil borderless copy. Let's put that over here. Make space. And then next up we have from Neon Dynasty, we have Lizard Blades. So this is a rare artifact creature, equipment lizard. It's a mouthful. 2 to cast with double strike. Equipped creature has double strike, and is reconfigured too. So it comes in as an what do you call this? As a creature. Power toughness 1/1. Then you can pay 2 to attach it to another creature. Reconfigure only as a sorcery. When it's attached, then it doesn't become a creature anymore. So that's pretty cool. Double strike. Next up, we have a mythic from EMN. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. That would be now Deploy the Gatewatch. So it's a 60 cast white sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of the library. Put up to 2 planeswalker cards from among them into the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So the Commander Masters set had a planeswalker precon, so I'm thinking if this could work there. Anyway, but I don't have this card, so this is gonna go into my collection, so that's a mythic. Next up, you have another mythic, this time from Dominaria United. It's Sphinx of Clear Skies, so it's a borderless version. 5 to cast, creature Sphinx, 5/5 with flying and ward 2. It has domain. Whenever Sphinx of Clear Skies deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile on your hand and into your hand, and the other into your graveyard. Okay. Next up from EMA, we have Diminishing Returns. So from Eternal Masters, from that set, for the cast sorcery, each player shuffles his or her hand and graveyard into his or her library. You exile the top 10 cards of your library, then each player draws up to 7 cards. Okay, just adding to that collection again. Next up, another rare from C21 from Commander. This would be Dika. Dika, Fractal Theorist, 5 to cast, legendary human wizard, 3/3 with Magecraft. Whenever you cast a or copy an instant or sorcery, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is that spell's mana value. You can pay for target creature token can't be blocked this turn. Okay, next, it's a common. Right, it's an Eldrazi Devastator, but in foil. So I'll just use this to bring up my Eldrazi deck. Okay, is there anything there in the back? No, that's it. Last 2 cards, we have Tome of the Guild Pack, 5 to cast artifact from Ravnica Alliance, I think. So whenever you cast a multicolored spell, draw a card, and you can tap, add 1 mana of any color. This is going to go well with my Aragorn deck, because I lose gas in that deck pretty quickly, so this will help me draw cards. Right, and last one would be another rare from Zendikar. It would be Phylath World Sculptor, so it's in the showcase art from Zendikar Rising. 6 to cast, legendary creature elemental, enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 green plant creature token for each basic land you control. Then it has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target plant you control. Okay, so a lot to add to the collection. Not sure there's going to be cards here that will be going into some of my existing commander decks, but certainly I will try to put in Nixilis into my Prosper deck as a sort of secondary lead singer if possible, but probably good in the 99 too. And see if we can add Ensnared by the Mara and Celestine as well. And this one, I'm pretty interested with maybe making a commander deck around Ma'arika. Might be an interesting gameplay there. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this particular episode of Singles Bojingles. I do have a couple of episodes coming up, both for unboxing. I actually had bought the entire display kit for the scenes for Lord of the Rings. You know, those scene cards? I bought the entire set, so I'll be opening them up and sharing those goodies with you. And I have a couple of singles also coming in by next week, so more episodes of Singles Bojingles coming up. Right, thanks for joining me on this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.